So, as I mentioned, Piglit is a little milling machine. Now, it's not little in the same way that a Chinese cheap €800 milling machine might be little, with a 400 watt motor and made out of flimsy plastic. It is an industrial machine, but it's small by industrial standards. It's got a small area, small work area, and it's not that heavy. It's not a 2-ton monster. However, it is 450 kilos and it has a motor which is sized for doing real industrial work. It's got a 3-phase motor, which is what we've got here. 3-phase, 3 horsepower motor. 3 horsepower, quite a lot, yeah. 2,000 watts, 2,200 watts. Weighs a good old chunk. Unfortunately, it has cancer. Now, motors from this period quite often have cancer. The insulation for the wires is made from PVC. PVC is a hard plastic, and in the 50s and 60s, the plasticizer that was put into PVC plastic was not the same as the one that's used now. It was a di-something or other phthalate, and over time it degrades. It degrades and it forms hydrochloric acid. The insulation cracks, and the insulation cracks, and the copper turns to horrible green sludge. So basically, you will find motors of this age with totally shot wiring coming from here, going to the windings. It's fairly common. I've repaired a couple of motors like this, but basically it's open heart surgery to do it. Right, here goes a very ropey hookup onto a very dodgy set of wires for low speed. That works. Oh yeah. Well, that is nifty. High speed works, low speed works. We can gut it. Now, what we'll see here, if we wait for it to focus, you've got some of the dreaded green lurgy happening in here. You can see the way that the wires themselves have just shattered as I moved them. So that lot needs to come apart. Right. Zoom. Maybe. Oh yeah. Zoom. You make my heart go zoom. Now, what you notice is that the whole thing is stuck together. It's varnished. There's this cloth tape that holds everything together, and we can see where our wires come in from the top here, and they go into these little bits of sleeving here and here and here and here. They're accessible, which is good. First thing we're going to need to do, soften up the varnish. That's a job for Mr. Heat Gun. Then cut the cloth and we'll get in there. Where's Mr. Heat Gun? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to leave it there, and we'll come back with some connections.